Probably story of our campaign, just not being able to put it together. Like, I think the way that we fielded against Surrey was some of the best fielding I've seen, and then I think our fielding today was pretty dismal. I think the only way that you're stopping teams like that, killing their momentum, is by taking wickets, and if you're not taking your catches, and I think we created enough chances, it makes it even more difficult than it already is, especially at Taunton, high scoring ground. And then when you're chasing over 200, you've got to go from ball one, and they've got class acts, Matt Henry, Riley Meredith, like very difficult to go at 10s against those guys, and you've got to take a risk to score runs, and yeah, it obviously didn't go our way, but I was quite happy how we kept on going. The way that Noah Thane batted towards the end there, I think, was very positive. Robin Das as well. So yeah, like, look, there's still some glimmering lights in a pretty dark time, but yeah, obviously not good enough today.
And we've talked before about the depth you've got in the squad, or lack of depth, and the limited options you've got to rotate. And for your bowling lineup, you're blooding a lot of youngsters at the moment.
Yeah, look, I think it was a good learning curve for Charlie Bennett. He's a young kid. I'm sure he's extremely nervous. But like, all you can ask is for guys to try, and I think he did. Every ball he bowled, he tried his very, very best, and that's all you can ask. But yeah, like, look, we still want to put pride in our performances and not just sort of give things away. So yeah, it's just obviously quite a frustrating time, and we've got to try and make the most of the last couple of games we got left.
And like you say, when you're chasing a total like that at the halfway stage, what is the message? Because you do have to go out there and try and put runs on the board quickly.
Yeah, like, you've got 10 minutes between innings, so like there isn't a sit-down meeting where you can speak about things. It's more like Paul Walter and Michael Pep at the top of the order. You saw what Paulie did against Surrey. Pep's has shown glimpses this tournament as well, and we know what he can do after last year's tournament. So you rely more on guys like that to come off for you, somebody to get, as Kohler Cadmore did. Somebody gets 90 and guys bat around him, it's very achievable. But we just weren't able to build partnerships. We kept losing wickets, and as we couldn't do to them and they did to us, you keep losing momentum, and you've got new batters coming in and trying to go 12, 13 runs and over from the first ball is tough. So yeah, not much to say at the halfway stage, but you're kind of feeding off information that's coming back from the middle during the innings.
You mentioned Noah Thane and the way he put on 38, really positive style. Is that the tactic kind of going forward now in this competition, is giving that opportunity, and still, no matter what the situation is in terms of tables and points and all that stuff, seeing this Essex generation coming through?
Yeah, well, I hope from their side they see it as an opportunity to prove their potential. It's obviously a great opportunity for them. They're getting game time. So yeah, I think it's obviously positive in that way for the club that guys are getting opportunities at this level, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's still not good enough, the performances that we're putting in. So yeah, like, I'm excited for the young guys that they're getting a chance to play, and guys like Noah getting an opportunity to shine. We saw Benke did it earlier in the tournament, so it's just a bit inconsistent at the moment, but I don't think you can expect consistency from young players. So we've got to try and look and take the positives, and like, I'm a competitive guy by nature. I want to win every game. So the message is still to take pride in our performances and not just rock up and try and do as best we can. We want to try and win games of cricket. So still got a couple of games left, and hopefully we can do that.
Has this been the biggest test of your captaincy this season? You've had so many good times, but it's been a difficult one.
Yeah, it has been. I think, yeah, lots of things flying around my head, but I think it is what it is. Like, we need to add depth to our squad. We need to bring in some bowlers. I think it's plain for everybody to see that. It's very difficult copy and pasting a 4-day team into a T20 side. But yeah, in the past we've done extremely well. You know, guys have rocked up and done it. But I think when you go through a rough patch, it just kind of highlights the cracks. So, you know, winners are grinners, and we're not winning at the moment. So, but yeah, look, I'm trying my best, as are all of the boys. I know the supporters are getting frustrated, but It is what it is for this season, unfortunately, but we still got a lot to play for the rest of the year, and hopefully next year we can turn the frustration into joy.